I spent the morning watching some 4x4 videos on YouTube, and man, it's got me really, really interested. Looks like a lot of fun. I think it would be something that would be awesome to get my family out of the house, out into nature, spend the day four wheeling. And I mean, we live in a great area to do that. Lido Creek is literally 15 minutes up the road. Um, so, yeah, I think I'm going to try and do some research and figure out a good platform as a starter 4x4 rig for a beginner. Obviously, it's something I've never done before, but I want something that I can grow into as well. Um, and hopefully, within the next year, by the end of this year, whatever, I can be set up to do that with the family. I think that'd be a lot of fun, like I said, and I think that it would be a good outlet to also utilize my photography and videography skills to just have fun with it. I think that, what am I trying to say here? Basically, I don't do photo and video as much as I'd like to because I don't really have something that I can consistently photo and video other than my kids. And I do that, and I love that, and I love all the memories that I created, but that I have created thus far. But I think that it's time for something new. My kids, they are noticing the camera aiming at them more and more now, and I don't get as natural reactions as I'd like to anymore. I think they think that it's funny that I'm pointing the camera at them. So more times than not, I'll point the camera at them and they'll make a funny face or something, which is fine. Those are amazing memories too. But I think that if I took more pictures of them in natural environments other than them being at our house, I think that it would just, there would just be a lot more special moments and situations like that. So I think that that's something I'm going to try and work towards. I'm going to set a goal and work towards achieving that. Um, yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Something to do on the weekends. And you can always progress. It looks like you can progress really far in that hobby. You can literally do day trips. You can do week trips. I mean, you can do, you name it. So I think that'd be really fun, and I think it'd be fun to do some longer trips with just me and my boy, and just get out there on the road and bond a little bit. Um, but yeah, I just how like when you watch something and like it just gets you, it like piques your interest right away. Well, I don't know if it's the videography skills or whatever of the guys that are doing it these days, but man, it just watching those videos gets me amped up and it makes me just want to get out there. So I mean, kudos to those guys for just making top quality stuff, and but it definitely has piqued my interest. I think that it's going to be a fun hobby to get into, and I hope that I can. Um, but yeah, definitely interested in doing that. Mm. And and it's not that I want to copy those guys. I want to do my own thing, obviously. But I think that, I think it would be a lot of fun to get out there and do that. I do have a buddy that has a Jeep and he goes pretty often. So, I mean, I could definitely use him as a resource and get some information, see what he thinks, and even just go with him a few times and see what it's actually about too. Because, again, like you don't want to just jump right into something and, you know, be over your head. So, I think that he would be a good resource to utilize, figure out what he thinks would be a good platform for me, my family, and what I think, uh, you know, where I see it taking us. And like I said, just going with him a few times. Like I've always wanted to go with him just to do the photo video aspect of it. And I might just start there if he has space for me. I know he has a family, and they go pretty frequently. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. A lot of good photos and videos would come out of that, and that's kind of what I'm looking to do. And I'm trying to scratch two itches that I have. I really want to get back into photo video, and I've been telling myself that this is the year that I want to do that, but I just don't. I can't seem to find the videos. Like just videos around my house are just not gonna cut it. So I need to get out and explore and do that kind of stuff. Like out in nature is my jam. And yeah, I think that would satisfy two. Um, it would satisfy two of the things that I want to accomplish this year. I don't know, not things that I want to accomplish, but it would just satisfy two things, right? I want to get out with my family, and I want to take more photos and videos, and I think that would be the perfect outlet to do that in. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun. I already know it. I sense it. I'm just like thinking it, and I'm gonna speak it into existence, and just I'm gonna roll with that. So yeah, just am excited, as I should be, and I'm excited too because I watched a video last night right before we went to bed, and even my son was like, "I want to do that, Dad," and like that just made me feel so good that, and that might be a reason why I am so interested in doing it, because there's been, being a dad is hard because there's all these things that you think you would want to do with your kids, and then you try it and they kind of they grow out of it, or they just aren't really interested. I mean, that happens too. And hearing him say that, and he could totally want to go one time and not ever again. That's highly probable, but I think that it's worth a try. Anything's worth a try to build that bond, that stronger bond with your kids. And I think that would be something that he would enjoy. At least that's what he said. He literally said, "Dad, I want to do that," and that really hit me hard. And so that's another reason why I think that it's a great goal to have, and that I need to at least try. Even if I don't keep it up, I think that just trying to do that with him would be a lot of fun. And yeah, so that's the goal, for a late goal for 2026. It's literally February, and I'm making more goals, but that's fine. So I've been keeping up on the exercising. I've been haven't missed a single exercise yet this year. I haven't been running as much, but I've been doing every strength training workout that I put on the schedule. I've hit it, um, and I can already feel the gains. So that's really cool. I'm just gonna keep it up. Um, this is literally the first time that I've gone through a whole like cycle. Who is it?
It's me. I live here.
Well, had a little distraction there, but I think I left off saying how I've been on track with my exercises, and I've been doing really good, feeling really strong. Haven't missed one strength training yet, 8 weeks into the new year. Um, and yeah, it feels good. I haven't been running as much, so I am starting to put on a little more weight than I'd like, but whatever I'm doing is working and I can feel that. So I'm going to just take that as a win, and I still have a decent amount of stamina. I can run at a 9 to 9:30 pace for, you know, 30-40 minutes, no problem. I could probably do longer, but I haven't really done any really long runs um, since the beginning of the year. Really been keeping it within that, um, you know, probably like 24 to 40 minute range as far as distance. I think the farthest run I've done so far this year is just like 4.5 miles, which I felt pretty good. I probably could have done a lot more. It felt really good, um, and that's the way I want to keep it. I just want to keep the low mid range distances, just where I don't feel like I'm overdoing it, um, and just keep that up. You know, I'm gonna be 41 in a week, and while I'm not in the best shape of my life, I do feel good, and I feel like I can, you know, basically just accomplish whatever day to day life throws at me. You know, working 12 to 14 hours and still getting off work and doing exercises and stuff, and I feel like I'm not overly tired as long as I get a decent night's sleep and all that. So I feel good, and I think that's the, you know, the goal, right? Is not to be like pushing yourself to the point where you're having a hard time recovering, but also, um, you know, pushing yourself enough to where you're getting stronger at the same time. So I feel like I've kept a good little middle ground there, and I just want to keep that moving through this year. Whatever it takes. If I have to take my weights out of town with me when I go out of town to work, I do that, and make sure that I'm eating right and not eating too much, which is always tough when I'm at home because my family always cooks like all the stuff that tastes really good but is really caloric dense. So it's that's always a little tough to basically stay within, um, you know, uh, a certain amount of calories per day. But what are you gonna do? You know, I'm working out. I'm doing my best, and I'm doing my best to stay healthy. I'm not overdoing it, um, and you know, like I said, I feel like I'm in that decent middle ground where I'm making traction, and I'm getting gains, feeling stronger, still able to run, you know, the distances that I want to be able to run and not feel like completely gassed or like I can't even do anything the next day. So I'm doing the best I can, and I think that that's all you can really do as well. You can just do the best you can, and um, as long as you're doing that, and you yourself know that you're doing the best you can, you're not giving up too much family time, and you're not giving up too much of your work life to take care of your family, and it's definitely a dance to do all that, but yeah, again, it's been a good start of the year, and I'm excited for what the year brings. Like I said, I wanna get that four-wheeling stuff going. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for that. Excited for baseball, coaching Eli's baseball. Hopefully, he turns a leaf there and wants to do it. In the beginning of the season, he said, I don't want to do baseball anymore. I want to do football. And we've gone through 2 practices, and he's done okay. It might be the last season we do baseball. I don't know. But I'm not going to push him to do stuff that he doesn't want to do, because I don't want him to have a bad taste over sports in general. I'm not gonna pressure. If we start something, like I'm gonna put pressure to finish it. Like I'm not gonna let him just quit. But if it's something that if he wants to do something else, then we'll do something else. So again, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, I guess. But yeah, 2026 been amazing so far, and gonna keep up the good fight. Keep working, keep enjoying life, having fun, and just doing the best that I can for me and my family. So anyway, I'm gonna sign off,